Played really hard, really good defense. It wasn't the most probably aesthetically pleasing game to watch. It was two teams that played hard and competed and really got after it. I thought we had a really good first half. We had some guys off the bench come in and step up and give us great minutes. We were not able to sustain that in the second half, especially offensively. Defensively throughout, I thought we were pretty good. That team was leading our league in scoring, averaging a little bit over 83 points a game. And for us to hold them to 66 is pretty good. But for us, it was our inability to score. And in the second half, we didn't do a good job of valuing the basketball. And that's what won the game for them. And they were able to make plays. So congrats to them. They're playing awfully well right now. Chris and his staff have done an outstanding job. Those guys are big, they're physical. I think the growth of their team, in my opinion, has been because of Williams and Enoch. I think those two guys have really played at a different level since we faced them the first time. And, so congrats to them.
Enoch playing better, how much different does that make Louisville?
It makes them a lot different. Anytime you have a presence inside where you can go in there and a guy can score with his back to the basket, where you can pitch it up to him, he can go get it above the rim. That makes your ball screen offense a little bit more effective because you have different reads, and then he can really go and get it on the offensive glass. His growth has really, really helped him.
What was the change you saw in Louisville, especially from the defensive end, today compared to 3 weeks ago?
Well, it was pretty obvious they weren't going to let the two guys, for us, our two guards beat them. I think they combined both of those kids, Johnson and McGowan's, for 55 points the last time. And so they did their ball screen defense was tighter. They were more together. Again, Williams, his ability to block shots with verticality without fouling. You can tell they put in a lot of work on that.
Coach, this is 2 games in a row where you were able to force Jordan Warren into a tough shooting night. Was there something specifically defensively you want to take away from him?
Well, we just tried to make his catches hard, just like we did the first time. And we just tried to have an awareness for him wherever he was on the court. He's a really good player. He's as improved as anyone in college basketball with what he's done from his freshman to sophomore year. And again, he made some big plays for him today. And so he's a guy that I think you have to have your antenna up all the time. Guys have to know where he is, and hopefully you can get a little lucky and he can miss some shots.
Jeff, you mentioned the turnovers. He also shot in the 20s in the second half. Where were the areas the offense was breaking down?
Well, I thought, we had some opportunities off ball screens in the first half that we finished. In the second half, we didn't. We had 3 layups right there off of rolls that we just didn't finish. We had a foul one time where we stepped up and missed 2 free throws. And then that puts a little bit more pressure on our guards because now we feel like I have to do it. I have to make something happen. They did a great job of gapping up. When we came off ball screens, they gapped up, and so we had pitches that were there, but we were reluctant to shoot the 3. And so I just think that they just tightened up a little bit on ball screen stuff, and we missed some plays early, right at the basket, and I think that kind of got us down a little bit.
Coach, you've taken over a Pitt team that has struggled in the past, and it's a resurgence that's remarkable in college basketball. So talk about what you've instilled in this team and going forward, what you want to prove next year and going forward.
Well, the thing we've tried to establish is a level of competition. We're going to fight. We're going to, be together, and we've tried to establish a culture of defense. We are a team that's a really streaky offensive team. And I knew that coming in. And so we've tried to put guys in positions, to be instinctual. But the main thing is just to fight and compete every possession you're out there. I think we're taking the necessary steps to do that. We have to improve, just like everyone. You constantly have to improve your talent. You have to, get players. You have the players that you have to help them get better. I think we've done that. This is a difficult time of the season for everyone, because it's the end of January, you're getting close to February, everyone's a little bit banged up, especially guys that have played a lot of minutes. Everyone's a little bit fatigued, and you have to have something where you can push through. Normally you see teams that are a little bit older, they're able to do that. They have a little bit more experience, they understand how to handle this. for our group, this is different for everyone. You know, for our freshmen, they've never been through anything like this. And so I think we're a little bit fried, you know, from there. For our returning guys, you know, I don't know by this time of the season last year, I don't know how much they were fighting. You know, they were maybe ready to check it in. And so we're learning a lot as we go. And obviously we've played a really, really tough schedule in the conference so far. If you look at the 7 games that we've played, it's Louisville twice, it's Duke, it's North Carolina, it's NC State, and it's Florida State. All teams that are ranked. Florida State was 11 when we played them. We know they're not. So it's been tough, and we've fought, and you know, we've competed in each one. And so that's something we have to keep doing. You know, no one's going to feel sorry for us. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We have to keep fighting and keep competing.